Good morning students. In the previous class we have observed about this spectrum. So let us see about hydrogen spectrum and its Bohr's model. So generally hydrogen spectrum. So hydrogen is what here compared to every molecule, hydrogen is the very simplest. Okay. So that's why we have taken here hydrogen as an example. So here the spectrum, whatever we are taking the spectrum, okay. So what do you mean by spectrum? Which can visible the light? Yes or no? So here the spectrum of hydrogen is the simplest of all spectra. Okay, if you take boron and also sodium, potassium, and also if you take nitrogen, of all these molecules, if you have observed, so hydrogen is the simplest of all the spectra. Okay, so next coming to here we are having different types of line series, that is Balmer series, Lyman series, and also Paschen, Pufan, bracket series, which will observe different light. Okay, so but here the scientist Balmer, he first studied the spectral lines in the visible region of hydrogen spectrum. So what is the in hydrogen spectrum, what was first studied? Balmer scientist, what he has studied? Spectral lines in the visible region. Okay, so before going to this, what are the range actually we are having? UV rays we are having, so ultraviolet. So first of all we should have to get ultraviolet. So but Rydberg constant we are having. Rydberg scientist, what he had did means he has arranged this series according to their numbers. So here Balmer scientist, he studied the spectral lines in the visible of hydrogen spectrum. Later other series of lines were identified. So there were 5 series. Five series of lines in the spectrum of hydrogen. So here what are the 5 series? Let us see according to Bohr. Okay, according to Bohr, each line in the spectrum is caused by electron jumps from higher level to lower orbit. Okay, from absorption spectrum to emission spectrum we are getting. So here in this first one is a Lyman series. The first series is Lyman series of lines are caused by electronic jumps from higher orbits to the first orbit. From higher orbit to the first orbit. Okay, so what is the second one? So second one is nothing but in the presence of this one UV light, the spectral region. So here next one we are getting a Balmer series. So here Balmer series of lines is nothing but it is a second, from higher orbits to the second orbit. Okay, it will jumps from higher orbit to second orbit. in the presence of visible light. And third one, we are having Paschen series from higher to third orbit. Next one, bracket series from higher orbit to fourth series. Next one, Pufan series from higher orbit to fifth series. Okay, so these are the 5 series where the electronic transitions means the spectrum under the light. So the spectrum under the light, it is jumping from higher orbits to the first orbit, second orbit, third orbit and fourth series. So here generally name of the series. So here name of the series is nothing but what here. So what is the first series? Lyman series. Second we are having Balmer series. Third one we are having Paschen series. Fourth one we are having bracket series. Fifth one we are having Pufan series. Okay, so here number of series we have taken. What are the N1 according to Rydberg constant? So the Rydberg constant formula we are having. So here and Lyman series is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And coming to N2 here, where N equals to 2, 3, 4, 5. So on 3, 4, 5, 6. So on 4, 5, 6, 7. So on 5, 6, 7, 8. So on 8, 9. Sorry, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so like this it will continue. So coming to spectral rhythm, which light is suitable for Lyman series is, the radiation we are passing for Lyman series is here UV, ultraviolet region, and coming to here it is visible, and coming to here near infrared region, and here infrared region, middle infrared, and coming to here far infrared. So these three we are having different regions. Okay, so according to electromagnetic radiation, the value we are having nearly 4000, like in the middle between we are having near infrared, far in middle near infrared, middle infrared, far infrared region. So coming to here, I have told you that here this is a N is equals to 1. Here N is equals to 2 we are having. Here N is equals to 3 we are having. Okay. N is equals to 4. N is equals to 5. N is equals to 6. And so on, like this we are drawing the energy levels. So these are the, in y-axis we are drawing energy levels. So in x-axis we are taking here some line. So what I have told you, first orbit I have told you, yes or no? If you have observed the Lyman series, I have told you that it is a first orbit. From higher orbits to first orbit, I have told you. So means what? The electrical transitions, these are the transitions we are taking. The electronic transitions jump from higher orbits to first orbit. That one we call it as, this is a first orbit. So these are what here? Orbits we are taking here. So means what here? This is a Lyman series. So which will be in the ultraviolet light. So coming to next one, what we have told, the electrical transitions jumps from first orbit, higher orbit to second orbit. Okay, so this is nothing but what here, this is a Balmer series, so which are under the visible light. So next one, what we have said, Paschen series. So what we have told, first higher orbit to third orbit. So means what, the electronic transitions will jumps from higher orbit to, this is near higher region. Okay, so third orbit. Next one, what we have told here, higher orbit to, this is a bracket series, which will higher region, middle higher region. So higher orbit to fourth region, we call it as bracket series. Next one, what we have told, that is a Pufan series, higher orbit to fifth orbit. So these are the series. This is a far higher. So these are the series. So these are the transitions of the electrons of the hydrogen atom. So from hydrogen atom, the transitions are jumping from different levels to the first orbit, means higher energy to the first, second, third, fourth, fifth of the Balmer, Lyman, Paschen, bracket and also Pufan series. So here when we are taking this one, so generally N we are taking. So here it is given as a, the wave numbers of the spectral lines. The wave numbers of the spectral lines in the hydrogen spectrum for any series. For example, if you take, so we are having wave numbers for this spectral lines for any series. If you have taken, it is given by the equation, that is Rydberg constant. This is given by the equation, that is Rydberg's equation. So what is that equation we are having here? That is Rydberg equation is nothing but here we are having mu bar is equals to RH, where R indicates Rydberg constant for hydrogen spectrum. So we are having 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. So if you substitute here, so where N1 is equals to 1, so N2 is equals to what, here we can take 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, so for hydrogen like species, the Rydberg constant, so we are having here N1, N2 are integers we are taking, and coming to RH, the constant value for this one is a Rydberg constant. The value is will be here 109,678 centimeter inwards, where mu bar is equals to here wave number. Okay, if you take spectrum number, so for hydrogen spectrum, the Rydberg constant, if you can substitute here, we are getting different types of values here. So okay, so this is nothing but Rydberg constant, and you are having different types of, if you take Balmer series, if suppose wave numbers of limiting last means what here, so if we are having limiting line in any series, so here N2 has taken as infinity. So means what we can say, for limiting series N2 as infinity, then what you are getting for wave numbers, so you are getting series limit is nothing but here wavelength is equals to N1 square by Rz. Okay, n1 square by Rz. So this is for series limit we are taking here. So not only this, for example, if we take Balmer series of lines in the hydrogen spectrum, so that is in Balmer series it is represented as, for hydrogen spectrum, is designated as H alpha, H beta, H gamma and H delta lines. So where H alpha is equals to, where for the H alpha line we are getting N2 is equals to 3, and for H beta line we are getting N2 is equals to 4, and so on like that we are getting. Okay, so for H alpha what we are getting in Balmer series, 3, beta 4, gamma 5 and delta will be 6. And also we are having formula, that is maximum number of lines produced, means what, from ground level to. So here some lines are producing, yes or no? So what are the lines? So these are the maximum lines which is producing from electron jumps from higher level to the ground state. So this is nothing but ground state, these are nothing but higher levels. Okay, so the formula will be for this series is maximum number of lines produced from higher energy level to lower energy level is n into n minus 1 by 2. Okay, so this is nothing but here hydrogen spectrum. So now let us see about Bohr's model. So let us discuss about today one more topic, that is Bohr's model. So generally Niels Bohr was first explained about hydrogen structure and its spectrum. Okay, so Niels Bohr, a scientist, he has explained mainly about what here? He was explained about features of hydrogen atomic spectrum and its structure and its spectrum. So this is the not the modern theory mechanics, but it still explains main points, some of the points. So means what here, based upon a Planck's quantum theory and also Rutherford model only Bohr has discovered. So what he has told, Niels Bohr explained about the feature of what here, Planck's quantum theory, explained about hydrogen atom structure and its spectrum he had explained. Okay, so in which year we had explained? 1930. So generally this theory is a combination, mainly we can say this theory is a combination of Planck's quantum theory and Rutherford's model, we can say, as we have studied the Planck's quantum theory, means based upon the particle nature and also wave nature he has explained. So we are having some of the postulates here. So let us discuss about these postulates. So generally what I have told you here, the electrons revolve around how the sun is revolving around the earth. Okay, so in the same way the electrons revolve round the nucleus only in certain fixed path. Okay, certain fixed discrete circular path known as orbits, we are saying. Okay, or we can say energy levels. Energy levels which satisfy quantum condition that the angular momentum of the electron. Means what here? What is the quantum condition here? Quantum condition that the angular momentum of electron is an integral multiple of h by 2 pi. Means what we are getting here equation, mvr is equals to nh by 2 pi. So let us see the meaning of first point here. The electrons revolve round the nucleus only in a certain fixed discrete circular path known as orbits. So means what here? This is a nucleus we are taking. So these electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a circular discrete path. That one we call it as what here? Orbits. And also the energy levels whatever we are taking, they will satisfy the angular momentum of electron. So what is the formula of angular momentum? So here mvr is equals to nh by 2 pi, where n is equals to number of integers. That's why we are saying integral multiple of h by 2 pi. So where m is nothing but what? Mass, v is nothing but velocity, r is nothing but radius. So if we have to find mass, velocity, radius, then h is nothing but here Planck's constant. So basing upon this formula is going to be coming. So this is one of the postulate. And also next postulate, as long as the electron is revolving in an orbit, okay, so it can radiate energy or it can absorb energy. Means what here? Here the energy is constant, means it cannot radiate energy and also it cannot absorb energy. So here the energy is constant. So the orbits whatever we are calling, that one we call it as what? Stationary orbits are energy levels we are taking. So means what? If suppose is continuously, the electron is continuously revolving in an orbit, so automatically the orbits whatever we are taking, that one will be a constant and it is a stationary orbit. So that is nothing but here next point we are taking. So as long as the electron is revolving in an orbit, so whenever it is rotating electrons continuously in an orbit, so what happens? It neither radiates energy nor absorbs energy. Means what here? It is not radiating energy and also it is not absorbing energy. So this is the meaning of this. Neither radiates energy means it cannot radiate energy and also it cannot absorb energy. So by this what it means? That means what we can say? Energy is constant here we can say. So whenever the energy is constant, automatically what happens? The electrons whatever revolving around the orbit, so the orbits are called what here? Stationary orbits. Orbits are called here what here? Stationary orbits. And or we can say energy levels. Stationary orbits are stationary energy levels. So whenever the electron is revolving continuously here, it cannot radiate energy and also it cannot absorb energy. So automatically the energy will become constant. So that's why we are calling stationary orbits or stationary energy levels. So what is stationary? Stationary means constant, which will be in a constant position. That one we call it as stationary. So next one we are having in the next coming to total number of orbits. So by this, whenever it is revolving continuously, how many electrons it is revolving, we don't know. So by this, what we can say, the orbits in any atom are infinite, we can say. So means what here? Total number of orbits in any atom or infinite, we are saying. Okay. So and also here whenever energy, so what here we have not supplied energy. Okay, here only electron is revolving. If suppose if you supply energy to an atom, so automatically what happens, the electron jumps from a lower level to a higher energy level by observing difference in energy of two levels in the form of heat and also light of electricity. Okay, so what we have told, if suppose when energy is supplied here, when energy is supplied to an atom, okay, so means what, the electron jumps from lower energy level to higher energy level by observing the difference in the energy states. Okay, so means what here, by observing the difference in the energy of two levels in the form of heat or light or energy. Okay, so if you supply heat, if you supply light, energy, so there will be a differences between E2 minus E1 we can say. So why? Because this is a lower level, this is a higher level. So whenever the electron is jumping, so whenever you are applying some energy, the electron will jump from, for example, so these are the levels we are taking. So this is a ground state, so these are the excited state. Okay, so here you have not applied any energy, so the electrons will be in the constant. Okay, so whenever you apply some energy, so if you suppose if you had applied energy, automatically what happens, the electrons whatever it is there, it jumps from lower energy to the higher energy. So means what, this is a lower energy, this is a higher energy. So here we are taking a difference here. Okay, let us take this is lower energy difference E1 and here we are taking higher energy difference as E2. So then we are getting here E2 minus E1 is in the form of light, we can take heat, or we can take in the form of energy also we can take. So here in the next point what we can discuss means here, so means what here, electron in first orbit can only absorb energy. Means what, it is only going to the higher orbital. Yes or no? From or can only absorb energy but it cannot emit energy. Means what here, it cannot what I have told you here, the energy is jumping. So this is a absorption energy. The higher energy we call as an absorption energy. It is not coming back. So whenever it is not coming back, automatically what happening? It is not emitting energy. So that only we have spoken. So means what here? Whatever the first orbit we have taken, that can only absorb energy but not emit energy. So whenever electron drops from higher orbit to lower orbit, so automatically what happens? Again from higher orbit to lower orbit, whenever it is getting, so then energy between the two levels is emitted. So means what here? From lower energy to higher energy, so it is absorbing energy. Again what happening? It is not staying here, it is again coming back to the ground level. Means what? Higher orbit to lower orbit. That one what means? Here energy is emitting, it is giving two levels, that is energy difference it is giving. So means what here? When an electron jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit, the difference in energy levels between the two levels is emitted by electron in the form of light of only one frequency. Okay, so means what? Whenever electron is jumping from higher orbit to lower orbit, so the difference in energy levels we are getting, that is delta in the form of light, or we can say one frequency, E2 minus E1 is equals to h mu, where h is Planck's constant, mu is frequency of light emitted. So here means what happens? Et is equals to energy of higher orbit, where E1 is equals to energy of lower orbit. Total change in energy, okay, delta E is nothing but mu is equals to frequency of the light emitted. Frequency of light emitted, where h is equals to Planck's constant. So this is nothing but here Bohr's model. Still we are having radius of the orbit, how it is